Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. This is Aviation 04, and today, on June 2nd, 2020, we have some very unfortunate news. Delta has officially retired their last Mad Dogs. Now, what's so significant about this? Well, Delta was the last carrier to ever fly the Mad Dogs, passenger-wise at least. There are a few cargo airlines that fly a couple, but that's occasionally. Anyways, fortunately, my dad was able to get on one of these a couple years ago, so all these pictures are from him, so thank you very much, Dad. I really appreciate it, and that's what my dad looks like, obviously. Anyways, some history about the Mad Dogs. First entered service, MD-88s, January 5th, 1988, and officially retired June 2nd, 2020. So they were just about 32 and a half years old. And their first destinations were Austin, Birmingham, Jackson, Mississippi, Dallas, Fort Worth, the Washington area, and Oklahoma City. Similarly, only about a year later, Delta acquired their first Mad Dogs, and they were the MD-90s. And they were the launch customer, so that's pretty cool. Again, they lasted just under 32 years, originally starting flights to Reno, Nashville, Atlanta, Newark, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Jackson. So the last MD-90 actually made its last flight yesterday out of Buffalo, New York. And then the last MD-88, there were two flights today. One out of Washington Dulles with the call sign Delta 88, which was very cool. And then out of Houston today, which that call sign was Delta 90, I believe. So very nice way to honor. And even during the pandemic, there were still quite a few people on board, which was kind of cool to see, even though it's not necessary travel. It's just cool to recognize it, and I really wish that had this happened a few years later, I was hoping to get on one of these flights, and I think it would have been a really fun time, but unfortunately, due to the pandemic, they retired these probably 3 years earlier than expected. But they, again, as I said earlier, they had a really long life. I mean, 32 years for both of them. That's an incredibly long time for a plane to be flying. But yeah, so it is super sad. And the reason I didn't really pay much attention to the American Mad Dogs was for the past 5 years. I've been into aviation for 5 years or so now, and for the past 5 years, I've seen at least 2,000 Mad Dogs, twice daily. I saw them almost every day, so you do the math for, actually it's probably more, 365 times 2. Don't feel like doing the math now, but it's about 750. Multiply that by 5, it's about, actually more around 4,000, just, I think it's like 3,850. I don't feel like doing the math right now, I'm sorry. Probably should have wrote this down. But anyways, last MD-88 touchdown in Atlanta this morning at 10 a.m. Is Delta Flight 88. So that was very sad to see. But anyways, later today and tomorrow, they're actually gonna fly them out to Blytheville, Arkansas, where they will finally rest, and that's where all the rest of them are. So that's really sad to see. They're officially gone. And unfortunately, I don't really have, thank goodness my dad, he took a flight to Atlanta and then Huntsville last year. So, and he flew both the MD-90 and the MD-88, so he was so lucky to catch those flights. I've had a couple spots, so I'll play some videos. And as the last commemoration for the channel, I'm gonna continue to do cannon salutes, so and send-offs at my airports. And then right now I'm gonna show you some clips that I have of Mad Dogs taking off, and then over that I'm gonna play the takeoff, the engine roar, because it's just a beautiful sound, and we're all gonna miss it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Fortunately, new planes such as the A220 are gonna replace them. I've already seen a couple routes replaced by the 737s and such, but yeah, hopefully it'll get better, man. I mean, I hope we can only go up at this point. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, and goodbye.